DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Northwestern's head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to... Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns offense will take the field first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Northwestern wants to go quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit...
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Handoff to the single running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Arch Madness. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. What a grab with one hand. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Northwestern right back to the line.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Manning. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd down play from the gun. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Manning with a play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a crease. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these 2 guys so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Arch is going to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. Finding some room. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Texas.
I know coming into this game, this defense was worried about this guy catching the ball over their heads and behind them, but they weren't anticipating the jet sweep. When they see him outside wide like that, everybody starts shaking because he is so difficult to tackle. He puts on the jets, and he takes that long jet sweep to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Northwestern wants to go quickly. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Going with the counter play here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Throwing Manning. That's caught. It's Wingo. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his own 20. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the... Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tackled there by the defense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it looking for a first. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Smothers. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They go play action with Manning. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Here's Arts to throw. Pocket breaking down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Henderson. Snowed under by the defense. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here's the return. Slips through the line. No, he got loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Manning on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Off play action on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Arch Madness. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up the first down. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Northwestern right back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes a handoff. It smothers. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Manning to throw. Got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Manning. Makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get afloat.
Breaks into the open. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Northwestern! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Manning. Lets it fly on the move. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Play action. Here's Manning. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking for room. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. To throw, Manning. He's got him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Give to the single back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning with a play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turning it on! He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run inside. It's Henderson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Arch is going to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. Back to pass. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just
into the secondary on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. His 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Dixon. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. To the ground, he's got it again. Jukes his way for more. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Turns it on at midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season